Grand Rising, y'all. Grand Rising. Let's get to these prices for today, y'all. This is gonna be an exciting day. It's Friday, last day of the week, and I definitely I'm seeing something. Definitely seeing something. All right, this is SPY. All right, first thing I'm seeing, we might get a good retracement, which we done did. Is damn near finished. That's the 745. Now, this is where we need to look out for. We want to see it goes to that level, 745, 746s. We want to see it at least either going to break through that level with force, or it's going to play around in that level and show resistance. If not, if it breaks through, we should see. I'll show you right now. Prices we looking at. All right. Yeah. Which I doubt it. I think we're gonna have a nice little pullback once we get to 746. Now, when that happened, we'll be looking for 733. That could be a good pullback. Got 733, 734, 735. Those is good pullback areas. Now, according to the daily, it's still showing bearish signal. So remember when I said we want this to either break the 746 with force or show that area as rejection, and then we start coming back down in this gap area. Somewhere, well, I would say, like we said before, 733. We'll see what happens when it gets there first. That's SPY. We're gonna go straight to NVDA. NVIDIA back at that 206 with bearish signals still on the daily. So if this thing don't break above 206, if it don't break above 206, we still should see that 192. According to the daily, it's still bearish. But we look at the 4 hours, 2 hours, and 1 hour. It's the little bullets. The 1 hour is more ready to start pulling back. All right, we want to see. We broke up past the 200. The most I see these guys going is to this 208. Got 208. The 2 hours look a little strong. So we look at that's 210. You got 208, 210, 212, and 213. Correct. 210, y'all. It's 208, 210, 212. That's for NVIDIA. We want to see some rejections in those areas. Now, according to the daily, we got 206 as far as the 50-day moving average. If this thing's showing rejection where we at right now as far as the overall market price, we at 206.11. If we start seeing rejection there, that 192 is still valid, y'all. It's still valid. We got bearish signal on the daily. The only thing is, keeping it up slightly is this weekly. And even the weekly have a bounce on the 21 at 192, or 193 to be exact. So I still like the 192. That's NVDA. Now AMD had a softer landing. They kind of peaked above the 21 today on the daily, and that's kind of a good sign unless today we'll get bumped right back under the 477. As of right now, we at 500 or 496. We're pushing 500. And according to the weekly, it's strong. It's stronger than all those other equities we watching. So, but this 1 hour do look weak. We might get a retracement back at that 488. But the way how this is looking pretty strong according to the weekly and the daily too. The daily is not as bearish as the other equities like NVDA. They more bearish than these dudes. But this also showing that it can go either way. It all depends. But because we're looking at the weekly, I'll be honest, it looked like it want to go back to this level on the Fibonacci, which is 526. Correct. But when I do look at the 30 minutes, it look like it's ready to retrace back to that 490. We got 490 and 483. This is going to be it's going to be very tricky, y'all. This is going to be very tricky. You got to be careful today. That's AMD. Now we're going to do got Netflix. Netflix been hanging at this 80 for the longest. According to my Fibonacci, we got 75 at the bottom. And honestly, I think we done just about bottomed out. The only thing is the monthly. The monthly's still a little weak. There's a good chance we bounce off the 75. That's the bottom of the Fibonacci extension. If it cracks through that, of course, we're looking at 67. But we'll see. We'll see when it gets there, how strong it would be or how weak it would be once we get to 75. Because the weekly is trying to show like it's going to inch its way down. But because we don't bottom out on the weekly, daily, and of course the 4 hours, this thing is just about ready to get a little pop. And we might go to 85. That's a good price to look out for. And I like that 4 hour time frame. It looks real healthy. But as you've seen, some equities already getting hit. That's because of the daily. The daily done retraced back to the 50-day moving average. And now it done went right back down. Look at that. Right on 21. Bounce exactly on the 21. All right, we not really looking at that. I don't trust super micro. Yeah, I think we going bearish, y'all. We going bearish. We definitely going bearish today. But be careful. Be careful. I gave the prices on below also. I don't think it's going to go back to those prices. Well, some of the equities shouldn't. It just should be a decent pullback. That's about it. You should have a decent pullback for Friday. With that being said, if you guys have some companies that you watching on your own, you could throw it in the chat, throw it in the comments. Ask me to, I can definitely do some some analyzations on those price targets if you would like. But with that being said, like and subscribe on YouTube. Uh, of course, I get back with you guys in the next video. I didn't forget either. This is for the community. I didn't forget you guys. I'm going to do the Fibonacci video eventually. I got y'all. I've just been kind of occupied outside of this business. But I'm gonna definitely shoot that next recording about the Fibonacci on how to use it on Weeble platform. And with that being said, you guys have a great day. Peace.